It's really, really cold, but I think I'm prepared.
Would you swim inches from a 350-foot waterfall or walk a narrow plank at 7,000 feet? Some tourist spots are thrilling but deadly, pulling in adventurers who crave danger. These places mix stunning views with real risks, from deadly falls to wild animals and extreme weather. Watch on as we count down the 20 most dangerous tourist attractions in the world, ranked by fatalities, hazards, and missing safety measures. Each spot will shock you with its beauty and terror. So stick around as we reveal these risky destinations. Number 1 will leave you speechless. Number 20, New Smyrna Beach, Florida. New Smyrna Beach, a sunny surf spot on Florida's east coast, draws crowds with its 17 miles of white sand and perfect waves. But it's known as the shark bite capital of the world for a reason. Since 1882, the beach has seen 351 shark attacks in Volusia County, with 185 at New Smyrna alone, including 5 in 2023. Hurricanes hit hard, with 126 storms since 1851, worsening rip currents that led to 43 rescues in April 2024. 10 surf zone deaths since 2010 add to the risks. Despite this, surfers love the waves, and the lively food scene keeps tourists coming. Lifeguards and flags help, but the ocean's dangers are real. That's just the start of our countdown. Next, we head to a windy cliff where one wrong step could be fatal. Stay tuned. Number 19. Cliffs of Moher, Ireland. On Ireland's west coast, the cliffs of Moher rise 702 feet above the Atlantic, stretching 9 miles along County Clare's rugged shore. Formed 320 million years ago, these cliffs draw 1.5 million visitors yearly for their stunning views of Galway Bay and the Aran Islands. But danger lurks. Strong winds, up to 75 miles per hour, and slippery paths cause frequent falls. Since 2010, at least 8 deaths have been reported, including a 2024 tragedy where a student fell 600 feet taking a selfie. Erosion weakens cliff edges, leading to rock falls, like one in 2023. Despite safety barriers, some stray onto unstable, unofficial paths. Yet the cliff's beauty and puffin colonies keep tourists coming. That's wild, but the next spot takes danger to new heights, with a rock where one slip means certain doom. Keep watching. Number 18. Pulpit Rock, Norway. Pulpit Rock, or Preikestolen, towers 1,982 feet above Norway's Lysefjord, a flat 25 by 25 meter plateau formed 10,000 years ago during the Ice Age. Near Stavanger, it attracts 300,000 hikers yearly for its jaw-dropping views of Ryfylke's cliffs and waters. The 2.4-mile trail, improved by Nepalese Sherpas in 2013, takes 4 hours round trip, but gets slippery with rain or ice. No guardrails protect the edge, and winds hit 60 miles per hour, making falls a risk. A 2013 accident claimed a Spanish tourist's life, the first recorded accidental death, followed by a 2024 hiker's 200-meter fall in dense fog. Yet its fame from Mission Impossible fallout keeps adventurers coming. That's a dizzying rock, but the next destination hides dangers in a lush jungle where even plants can harm you. Don't miss it. Number 17. Madidi National Park, Bolivia. Deep in Bolivia's Amazon, Madidi National Park spans 18,958 square kilometers, from Andes peaks to steamy jungles. Created in 1995, it hosts 1,254 bird species, 272 mammals, and 20,000 plants, making it Earth's most biodiverse park. But its beauty hides dangers. Toxic plants cause rashes and dizziness, while jaguars and venomous snakes like the bushmaster roam. A 2023 report noted mercury from illegal gold mining poisons rivers, harming fish and causing animal lesions. In 1981, backpacker Yossi Ginsberg barely survived 3 weeks lost here, facing starvation and a jaguar. Guided tours from Rurenabak are a must, as solo treks risk deadly infections from cuts. Still, eco-lodges draw adventurers. That's a wild jungle, but next, we're trekking through rugged trails where every step tests your survival skills. Don't look away. Number 16. Kokoda and Black Cat Trails. In Papua New Guinea's rugged Morobe province, the Black Cat Trail stretches 58 kilometers from Wau to Salamaua. Tougher than its cousin, the 96-kilometer Kokoda track. Used in World War II battles, the Black Cat crosses swamps, cliffs, and rivers with 49 crossings of the Baitoi River alone. A 2013 attack killed 2 porters, and steep drops require ropes for safety. The Kokoda, through the Owen Stanley Range, hits 2,190 meters at Mount Bellamy, with mud, malaria, and 25,000 daily steps challenging trekkers. Since 2001, 6 deaths from hyponatremia hit Kokoda trekkers. Yet World War II history and Koyari hospitality draw adventurers. That's a grueling trek, but next we dive into icy waters, where massive predators lurk just inches away. Brace yourself for the thrill. Number 15. Cage diving with great white sharks, South Africa. Off South Africa's Gansbaai coast, cage diving in Shark Alley lets you face great white sharks up close. Since the 1990s, operators lower steel cages into waters where sharks, growing to 20 feet and 4,400 pounds, hunt seals. A 2022 study logged 1,200 great whites here, with 6,300 sightings since 2008. Sharks can bite with 4,000 pounds of force, and in 2019, one bent a cage's bars, nearly reaching a diver. Rough seas cause seasickness, and cold 59-degree Fahrenheit waters add risk. Despite safety briefings, human error led to 14 injuries from 2005 to 2020. Still, the thrill of eye-to-eye encounters draws 50,000 tourists yearly. That's a heart-pounding dive, but next, we're freezing in a place so cold it can stop your breath in seconds. Keep watching. Number 14. Oymyakon, Russia. Oymyakon, a tiny Siberian village of 500 people, holds the record for the coldest inhabited place on Earth. Temperatures dropped to minus 67.7 degrees Celsius, recorded in 1933, and average minus 50 degrees Celsius in winter. Frostbite can strike exposed skin in 30 seconds, and hypothermia risks rise fast. The 927-kilometer road from Yakutsk, dubbed the Road of Bones, is icy and remote, with breakdowns stranding drivers for days. In 2023, 2 tourists needed rescue after their car froze 100 kilometers from help. Pipes burst yearly, and even eyelashes can freeze. Yet 1,000 visitors brave the cold annually to snap photos at the Pole of Cold sign and meet resilient locals. Warm gear is a must, but nothing fully shields you. That's a chilling spot, but next we dive into a spring where one wrong turn can trap you forever? Stay tuned. Number 13. Jacob's Well. In Texas Hill Country, Jacob's Well is a stunning 140-foot deep karstic spring, fed by the Trinity Aquifer near Wimberley. Its crystal clear, 68-degree Fahrenheit water lures swimmers and divers to explore 4 underwater chambers. But diving is deadly. Since 1964, at least 9 divers have died, trapped in the 3rd chamber's 80-foot deep false exit, or the 4th's narrow 120-foot passage. In 1980, 2 divers vanished, their bodies never found. only 20 permits are issued daily for diving, requiring advanced certification since 2015. Surface swimmers face fewer risks, but 12 injuries occurred in 2023 from cliff jumps. Still, 100,000 visitors flock yearly for its beauty and cool waters. That's a deceptively deadly spring. But next, we're stepping into a desert so hot it can kill you in hours. Don't miss it. Number 12. Death Valley. Death Valley, straddling California and Nevada, is North America's hottest place, hitting a record 56.7 degrees Celsius in 1913 at Furnace Creek. Covering 3.4 million acres, this desert averages 49 degrees Celsius in summer, with 2024 seeing 53 degrees Celsius in July. Without water, you survive just 14 hours. Dehydration and heat stroke kill fast. Since 2000, 26 deaths were reported, including a 2023 hiker who collapsed 1 mile from safety. Flash floods, like the 2022 event damaging 60 vehicles, add danger. Only 2 inches of rain fall yearly, and 93% of the park lacks cell service, delaying rescues. Yet 1.1 million visitors come annually for Badwater Basin salt flats and surreal views. That's a scorching survival test. But next, we're climbing to a cliff in Norway where one misstep means a deadly plunge. Keep watching. Number 11. Trolltunga. Trolltunga, a narrow rock jutting over Norway's Ringedalsvatnet Lake, sits 2,300 feet above Hardangerfjord. Formed 10,000 years ago by glaciers, this 700-meter-high ledge near Odda draws 80,000 hikers yearly. The 17-mile round-trip trek, climbing 900 meters, takes 8 to 12 hours through mud and rocky paths. Slippery stones and sudden fog increase risks, with no barriers at the edge. In 2015, a 24-year-old Australian fell to her death taking a photo, one of 3 fatalities since 2010. Winds hit 50 miles per hour, and 2023 saw 12 rescues after hikers strayed off trail. Still, its epic views and Instagram fame keep adventurers coming. Sturdy boots and guides help, but the drop is unforgiving. That's a breathtaking but risky ledge. But next, we're swimming at the edge of a massive waterfall, where one slip could sweep you away. Don't miss it. If you're loving this video, hit that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts. Which spot scares you most? Let us know and keep watching. Number 10. Devil's Pool, Victoria Falls. Devil's Pool sits on the edge of Victoria Falls, a 354-foot waterfall on the Zambezi River, straddling Zambia and Zimbabwe. This natural infinity pool, formed by a basalt rock lip, lets swimmers peer over the drop from June to December when water levels drop. Over 500,000 tourists visit the falls yearly, with 10,000 braving the pool. Strong currents and slippery rocks pose risks. In 2009, a Zimbabwean guide died after slipping while rescuing a tourist, plunging 90 meters. Since 2000, 3 deaths and 17 injuries have been reported. Guided tours enforce safety, but the 108-meter-wide fall's roar reminds you of the danger. Yet the thrill of swimming so close to the edge keeps adventurers hooked. That's a daring dip. But next, we're scaling a steep granite peak where a single slip can be fatal. Stay with us. Number 9. Half Dome, Yosemite National Park, California. Half Dome, a granite giant in California's Yosemite National Park, rises 4,737 feet above the valley floor. Its 8.5-mile trail, gaining 4,800 feet, ends in a 400-foot cable climb up a 45-degree slope. Over 300,000 hikers attempt it yearly, but rain or lightning makes the cable slippery. Since 1985, 13 deaths have occurred, including a 2019 fall during a storm. The 2011 season Goddamn Peak sees 60-mile-per-hour winds and sudden storms. In 2023, 20 hikers needed rescue. Permits capped at 300 daily since 2010, curb crowds, but fatigue kills. Still, its iconic view from Glacier Point draws adventurers. Grip gloves and prep are key, but the climb tests limits. That's a steep challenge, but next, we're walking a crumbling path in Spain where one wrong step spells disaster. Keep watching. Number 8. El Caminito del Rey. El Caminito del Rey in Spain's Malaga province is a 7.7-kilometer path pinned to the cliffs of El Chorro Gorge, 100 meters above the Guadalhorce River. Built in 1905 for workers, it decayed until a 2015 restoration. The 1-meter-wide walkway, once dubbed the world's deadliest, saw 5 deaths from 1999 to 2000 due to crumbling concrete and no railings. Today, 300,000 visitors walk it yearly, secured by harnesses, but 50-meter drops and 30 miles per hour winds keep hearts racing. In 2023, a rockfall injured 2 hikers, and vertigo traps the unprepared. Its dramatic limestone cliffs and turquoise waters pull thrill seekers. Helmets and guided tours are mandatory, yet the path's past lingers. That's a nerve-wracking walk, but next, we're climbing a towering peak in Europe where avalanches claim lives too often. Don't miss it. Number 7. Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc, Western Europe's highest peak at 4,810 meters, straddles the French-Italian border in the Alps. Formed 40 million years ago, it draws 30,000 climbers yearly for its snowy summit and Chamonix views. But avalanches, ice falls, and 100-mile-per-hour winds make it deadly. Since 1990, over 1,000 deaths have been recorded, with a 2023 avalanche killing 6. Altitude sickness hits 35% of climbers above 4,000 meters, and crevasses hide under fresh snow. In 2012, 9 died in a single storm. Guided ascents and gear like crampons help, but rapid weather shifts catch many off guard. Still, its prestige as a mountaineering icon keeps adventurers coming, chasing glory despite the risks. That's a perilous climb, but next, we're visiting an island packed with venomous snakes where one bite could end it all. Stay tuned. Number 6. Snake Island. Ilha da Queimada Grande, known as Snake Island, lies 33 kilometers off Brazil's São Paulo coast. This 43-hectare rock, isolated 11,000 years ago by rising seas, hosts 2,000 to 4,000 golden lancehead vipers, per a 2008 study. Their venom, 5 times stronger than mainland snakes, kills birds instantly and can cause human death in an hour, with a 7% fatality rate if untreated. No confirmed human deaths exist, but a 1920s tale claims a lighthouse family was bitten fatally. The Brazilian Navy bans visitors, allowing only researchers with doctors. Poaching for $30,000 snakes threatens the critically endangered vipers, down 50% since 2010. Yet its venom's medical potential draws scientists. That's a slithering nightmare, but next we're entering a radioactive zone in Ukraine where invisible danger lingers decades after disaster. Don't miss it. Number 5. Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, Ukraine. The Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, a 2,600 square kilometer area in northern Ukraine, surrounds the site of the 1986 nuclear disaster, when Reactor 4 exploded, releasing radiation 400 times worse than Hiroshima. Today, 1,000 visitors monthly tour Pripyat's abandoned schools and Ferris wheel. Radiation levels vary, safe at 0.3 microsieverts per hour in some spots, but hot spots hit 300, risking sickness. A 2019 report noted 10 illegal trespassers hospitalized for exposure. Strict rules ban touching objects or eating outdoors, yet some ignore them. Wildlife thrives, with 200 wolf sightings in 2023, but the sarcophagus leaks and fires stir radioactive dust. Still, dark tourism booms, driven by HBO's 2019 miniseries. That's a haunting relic of disaster, but next, we're climbing a Chinese mountain where a single plank path at 7,000 feet tests your courage. Keep watching. Number 4. Mount Huashan. Mount Huashan, one of China's 5 sacred mountains, looms near Xi'an. Its 2,155-meter peak formed 70 million years ago. Over 100,000 pilgrims and thrill-seekers climb yearly, drawn to its Taoist shrines and misty vistas. The infamous plank walk, a 30-centimeter wide board bolted to a 7,000-foot cliff, is the deadliest stretch, with only a harness for safety. Since 2000, at least 20 deaths have been reported, though unverified claims suggest 100 annually due to falls or fatigue. Rain and 40-mile-per-hour winds make wooden paths slick, and overcrowding jams narrow stairs. In 2023, a viral video showed a hiker slipping, saved by a clip. Yet its spiritual allure keeps crowds coming. That's a terrifying trek, but next, we're driving a road in Bolivia so deadly, it claims hundreds of lives yearly. Don't look away. Number 3. Death Road, Bolivia. Death Road, officially Yungas Road, snakes 43 miles from La Paz to Coroico, Bolivia, carved into cliffs 3,600 meters high. Built in the 1930s by Paraguayan prisoners, its 3-meter-wide gravel path has no guardrails, with 600-meter drops below. Fog, rain, and landslides kill an estimated 200 to 300 drivers yearly. A 1983 bus crash claimed 100 lives. Since 1994, 25 cyclists have died biking the route, drawn by its infamy. In 2023, Bolivia reported 18 fatalities, including a tourist van plunging 400 meters. Motorbikes and buses face loose rocks and 180-degree turns, yet 25,000 tourists ride yearly for the thrill and jungle views. Signs mark crash sites, a grim reminder of danger. That's a deadly drive. But next, we're entering an Ethiopian desert so hostile it's called Earth's harshest place. Brace yourself for what's coming. Number 2. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. The Danakil Depression in Ethiopia's Afar region, 125 meters below sea level, is one of Earth's hottest spots, averaging 34.4 degrees Celsius and peaking at 55 degrees Celsius. Formed by tectonic plates splitting, its 200-kilometer-wide basin holds bubbling lava lakes and acid pools at Erta Ale volcano. Toxic sulfur fumes limit safe visits to hours. A 2012 kidnapping of tourists killed 5. In 2023, 12 dehydration cases were reported among 3,000 annual visitors. Salt flats and neon green springs dazzle, but unstable ground risks burns, and only 4 millimeters of rain falls yearly, leaving no relief. Guided tours with armed escorts are mandatory, yet the alien landscape lures geologists and adventurers. Breathing masks help, but danger is constant. That's an unforgiving desert. But next, we're tackling the world's tallest peak, where survival hangs by a thread. Don't miss the finale. Number 1. Mount Everest. Mount Everest, Earth's highest peak at 8,848 meters, pierces the sky on the Nepal-China border. Formed 60 million years ago, it draws 800 climbers yearly to its icy slopes above the Khumbu icefall. The death zone above 8,000 meters with 25% less oxygen causes altitude sickness in 50% of climbers. Since 1922, over 330 deaths have been recorded, including 11 in 2019 from overcrowding. Avalanches, like the 2014 tragedy killing 16 Sherpas, and 100 miles per hour winds add peril. In 2023, 17 fatalities marked the deadliest season. Crevasse falls and frostbite claim lives, yet summit fever drives adventurers. Only 5,700 have summited by 2024 per Himalayan database. Sherpas and oxygen tanks aid, but Everest spares few mistakes. We've reached the end. Like the video, hit like, subscribe to our channel for more, and comment which spots scared you most. Thanks for watching. See you in the next adventure.